MegaHerzzz. You're listening to MegaHerzzz on 4ZZZ.
This next song contains words I don't know. Wow, some people might consider them offensive.
Happy Radiothon, everybody!
Welcome to MegaHerzzz. We are here on this special Radiothon edition of MegaHerzzz, and somebody left us these awesome little party blowers with cellophane-y, glittery. What do you call that stuff? Shiny. It's shiny. Somebody left us shiny. So
the whole station is decorated like a birthday party. It is beautiful in here. The vibes are immaculate.
And it is a birthday party because it is 4ZZZ's 50 years on air birthday party.
We're trying not to do that directly into the microphone.
We'll spare your ears. We'll spare your ears a little bit. But we didn't spare your ears with that last track because that was Fuck It by Dig Move.
Yes. And
a great way to start the day.
Exactly. High energy. Carry it on. Thanks, Billy. That was an awesome show, and kind of on the same theme as Billy. We know I was driving in and got to listen to a few wonderful interviews with announcers, and we're staying on that theme. We have a bunch of announcers coming in and joining us in our hour, and we hope that we get a lot of celebration time. We want to see this light going off.
And in perfect MegaHerzzz fashion, mega style, we are interviewing the Women of Zed.
We are, absolutely, and it's going to be a lot of fun. We've got, actually, let's keep it a surprise.
Keep it a surprise. Surprise people coming in. Woo, party surprise. Well, tell me though, Sisi, as a Woman of Zed, tell me how did you get involved in 4ZZZ?
Well, my story is quite similar to Cass. That could be a surprise. We both relate in the fact that our dads are very much lovers of 4ZZZ and have always had the radio on, constantly humming in the background, which as a kid I was like, oh, but now it is the biggest blessing ever, and I'm so happy to be involved, and I've got that warm inner glow, and I love this station and all that it does for the community, and I think that it's the best thing in the world. How about you?
Well, how did I get involved in 4ZZZ? Actually, my husband, whose birthday it is today, happy birthday. More celebrations. Has been a very long time listener, long time subscriber, and long time supporter of 4ZZZ. And I actually did radio in back in WA, and he just really encouraged me to be part of, to keep things going and be part of the station, and to jump on in, and when we moved over here, and to meet some new people, and just to keep doing the things that I love. So just kept hassling me, going, they're doing announcers training. Go do that. And of course I came along. My first thing was actually podcast training. I did podcast training here, but I also do have a degree in radio as well. So, an undergrad degree that I from WA in radio. So just always loved radio. I just think that there's something so magic in the reaching people in this medium and being able to really connect with people. And I think that radio is a medium like no other. So that's why I love it. And I especially love community radio because it's just so authentic. Mm-hmm. So that is why I am a subscriber, and Radiothon is all about encouraging people to subscribe. You can subscribe, and you may want to be an announcer on 4ZZZ, yes. And subscribers can do that, or you might want to volunteer, or you might just want to be part of the amazing community, and you can do that during Radiothon by going to the 4zz.org.au website is the easiest way to subscribe. And if you subscribe during Radiothon, there are a host of awesome prizes.
So many good ones. If you are an individual, you can get a Triffid golden ticket, free entry to any show at the Triffid for a year.
Yeah, love that.
Same with the Princess, the Yetta. You can get a Brisbane golden ticket. You and 3 friends will unlock the Tivoli in the Round golden ticket with the $500 bar tab. That's the one I'm going for. That's going to be crazy. Okay. There are so many prizes, and those are just for the individuals. There is if you guys could see this booklet right now, you would
there is
pee your
in
pants.
fact literally a book full of prizes that you can get. Oh, solo artist prize.
Yeah,
if you subscribe as a solo artist, you can get a Big Sound delegate pass.
And you could get accounting services if you're a solo band or artist. If you say anything inflammatory and have to need it. Oh no, that's a lawyer.
That's a lawyer. If you say something inflammatory and defamation, your accountant is going to shun you and not want to know you and disassociate themselves from you.
Sorry,
but do get a lawyer and maybe join a union. That's a good idea.
But the AS accounting services, let me do that one justice. $1,021 worth of accounting services because it's 102.1 FM. That's great.
And
Love
look,
that.
They might not get you out of defamation issues, but they will get you out of tax issues and things like that. And in fact, there is so many places that can go wrong. So having a good accountant, really good idea, and actually will keep you out of legal trouble.
Yay. Maybe we should head to a song before our guests come in.
Let's do that.
But before we... Oh, sub! Woo! Yay! Whoever you are, we'll give you a shout out soon once your name pops up. But before we get into the rest of the show, we would like to acknowledge here at 4ZZZ that we are on the stolen lands of the Turrbal and Yagara people. Their sovereignty over this land was never ceded, and we stand in solidarity with them and the fight for justice. Always was, always will be Aboriginal land.
As you may have heard, this radio station you're listening to has been going for 50 years. We have 4 months worth of celebrations planned, starting with our extra special 50th birthday radiothon. So join the party and celebrate 50 years of Zed in your head. The best birthday present you can give us is subscribing to the station. Visit 4zzz.org.au and subscribe.
You're tuned in to MegaHerzzz on 4ZZZ. We would like to thank Natalie from Acacia Ridge, Kathleen from Oxley for subscribing to 4ZZZ. Whoop whoop. We are coming to the point in our show that we document the femicides that have happened in Australia this week. It's harrowing and it's horrific and we shouldn't have to do it. But we've made a commitment on this show to do it every week, regardless of how much of a celebration it is. We use Sherele Moody as our source for this. She's doing incredible work. If you're feeling generous today, subscribe to Radiothon and support Sherele Moody because she does really, really important work.
Subscribe to all the important things. Yes. Yeah. So we would like to just give you a content warning for this. We're going to be quick today. Look, it is a celebration day, but unfortunately, celebrations don't stop the need for us to talk about this really serious issue. And as Sisi said, we have made a commitment to do just that. So, unfortunately, we do need to report that 62-year-old Amanda Raymond was murdered in Mount Pritchard, New South Wales, and a man known to her is charged with murder.
It says that she was the most loving mother, sister, auntie and grandmother you could ever know, her nephew said. It is clear Amanda matters to those who love her and her community, and he says, I hope she matters to you.
She definitely matters to us. Shafiqa Hussaini in Bordertown, South Australia, was murdered by a known domestic violence perpetrator. We don't have a whole lot on Shafiqa, unfortunately.
Hopefully within the next week we'll get a little bit more info on that one.
And we can also say that homicide detectives are investigating the murder of a woman in Upper Ferntree Gully in Victoria, and we don't have a name for you, but whoever that is, that's a person who matters, and she matters to us, and we know that she matters to you too. So that is our report for this week. If you do need support, there are places that you can go to get help, and there are places you can call. You can call 1-800-RESPECT, which is 1-800-737-732. You can call Men's Line on 1300-789-978, and you can also call Lifeline, which is a 24-hour line, on 131-114.
For 50 years, 4ZZZ has been making people-powered radio. Everyone on air and behind the scenes are volunteers and do so much to keep the station running. Like me, right now, talking to you. We also rely on you, the people in our community who listen and subscribe to help keep us making people-powered radio. So please head to 4ZZZ.org.au and subscribe.
Happy Radiothon, everybody!
We amuse ourselves so much.
And we are joined in the studio by Olive and Aisha.
Hello.
You probably know them already because they're our neighbours. Woo! Guys, thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks for having us
And
on.
thank you for creating the show, Femme Fatale. What a great show to follow MegaHerzzz on a Monday afternoon. I love it.
I think it's a good duo. I think
Yes,
it is.
They scheduled that well.
Yes.
I think Monday has become the feminist afternoon. You've got MegaHerzzz, you got Femme Fatale, then you got the Hangover after that.
And we might even have somebody from the Hangover coming in straight after you guys. So we wanted you guys to come in and talk a little bit about why you love 4ZZZ and how you got involved with it. How did you guys come to be here?
Well, I got involved because I am in the Brisbane music scene, and I was interviewed by Jordan and Cass, and I just thought that was just so uplifting, and how they, how much work 4ZZZ does for local music. It it's personally means a lot to me. So I just came in and did music volunteering and was uploading all the tracks into the database. And then Ian, who is the program manager here, was like, "You should do some radio training." And I was like, "Yeah, fuck it, why not?" And then I kind of just ended up here. It just snowballed. Yeah.
4ZZZ's a little like the Hotel California. You come in for one day and then
you never
just
leave.
keep you here.
You
You never leave.
Exactly. Yeah.
Literally. No, mine was similar. I was living on the Gold Coast still, and then Jordan from Sonic Alien interviewed me and my bandmate, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is the coolest place ever. I was about to move up here. I was like, this is so great that there's such a supportive place for music and for the local scene. And then I got into it doing oh my goodness, I've forgotten the name. The news in the morning. I was... Z-Lines, thank you. Yes, I was Z-Lines. I did an internship with Z-Lines, and that was so awesome. I studied journalism, so I think it's a really cool place to have independent media. And then, I did radio training from there as well, and then got to do a show, and I think it's so cool. There's such a great community here.
Z-Lines is such an awesome thing that only 4ZZZ does. To have that hyper local news and to that great journalism, and to have to give people a chance to experience that as well. I don't know of anything else like that.
No, exactly.
It's such a great thing.
It is. It's so good.
And also, you were never allowed to leave either.
Exactly.
They moved up here.
No, exactly. That's right. So yeah.
So good. Can you guys tell us about the songs that you picked for us today?
Sure. So I picked Woohoo by Fleshwater. They're putting out a new album in the next coming months, and I'm so excited. It's I mean, it's, I guess, emo, like metal, and I just love like strong female leads when it comes to heavier music. And her voice is insane, like incredible. So that's my choice. Yeah. Yes.
Gotta subscribe it.
Hell yeah.
And you? And I chose a Tigre song. I chose Hot Topic. Kathleen Hanna is just like my biggest idol ever. And then whenever I think Femme fronted, I think I kind of just immediately go to her. And you know, I've been really, really loving Tigre. I think their sound is so cool. I got to go to New York over our summertime, and the whole time I was like, oh, this is where it was made.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, I think
And did you bump into anyone from the
I didn't, but I wish. In my mind, I did.
Close enough.
Exactly. It was close enough.
Anything else you'd love to add that you love about 4ZZZ, this Radiothon? Thank you, Russell from Morayfield. Sorry.
Thanks, Russell.
We love Russell from Morayfield.
We do. I don't know. I just think it's such a great community. I think it's so cool to have independent media, as we said, and hyper local and supporting, a lot of different people, I think, and giving them voices and platforms. I think that's really awesome.
Yeah, I agree with what Olive said, and that, by subscribing, it really does help. Like, it wouldn't run without subscribers. So if you enjoy it, please subscribe, because how else would we be able to be here? So I appreciate everyone that has subscribed.
Absolutely. Well. And and it does take subscribers to keep the show running, because one of the things
Another one!
Yes! So excited. I was going to say is it's the big difference between community radio and commercial radio is by subscribing, you know how the station is being paid for, is being run, because if you don't see the product, you are the product. And so if you don't know how that station is funded, chances are it's being funded through your data, through your attention, and through people trying to sell you stuff. And so the only thing we're trying to sell you here at 4ZZZ is fantastic local music
and warm inner glow.
Yes.
Mine was a dud.
We've blown them dry. Thank you, Kaisi from Annalie, for subscribing. You're a legend. You're also my mom. Yay! So exciting. And you can be like Kaisi and subscribe during MegaHerzzz. You'll be an extra feminist if you subscribe. You get the feminist badge. We are joined in the studio by Clair from the Hangover. Woo!
Hello. Yay! Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming in. Claire is another Femme presenter here on 4ZZZ. Woo! Claire, can you tell us what you love about 4ZZZ?
Everything. I think it's such a cool place for community and to make friends, and it's always been so welcoming. As soon as you step in the door, you just are welcomed with open arms by so many people, and it's just such a safe space for a lot of people, and I've met so many lovely people and made so many cool friends, so I just love coming here every week. I'm like, something to look forward to if you have a sad day, you know.
How long have you been part of the Hangover? How long has your hangover lasted?
I've actually never come into the hungover. Fun fact.
Well, I mean, it starts at 3 p.m, so it would have to be a horrific
true,
hangover.
Right? I think just over a year now, so not too long. But Tegan and Jodie have again embraced me with open arms. They've become some of my best friends. Yeah. I think they are the funniest people on the earth, and so I was so nice to be able to join them and just fit in so well.
And you're also on the Right Here Right Now crew, hey?
Yes, we love Right Here Right Now. All of the Right Here Right Nowers are some of my closest friends, and couldn't imagine my life without them.
Oh,
now.
so good.
Right here, right now. That's a very different kind of show that we have here on 4ZZZ. So live musicians come in every Tuesday evening and play live. And there's a room in the studio that they go in and they play live. And in between, we play other music and do little interviews and things. But yeah, tell me about that. How is that a different experience to being on a regular radio show?
You have to be obviously a lot more organised. I think when I first started, I was just helping kind of set up the cameras and the lighting and stuff like that, which is really cool behind the scenes stuff. But then I also started doing like the scheduling for the bands. So like I book all the bands now with the help of Bella, and I do all the social media side of things. So it's a lot more. There's a lot more of a format.
There's a lot going on. And social media. So, yeah, because you mentioned the cameras as well.
Yes.
So there's cameras and there's lighting.
Yeah.
Because it's live streamed to social media as well, isn't it?
So we live stream on both the 4ZZZ Instagram, and then we also live stream on Twitch as well. So
there's a Twitch stream.
Yeah, which a lot of people don't really know about.
I didn't know that.
If you're a gamer, Twitch is where it's at, you know?
Yes, there's a big intersect between the live music and gamer community.
Exactly, yeah, I thought so.
And do you manage the Twitch stream?
No, it rotates each week. We kind of just take turns. Whoever is available to come does what they can to help out wherever they can feel comfortable helping out. So usually we have like a soundy and we have somebody shadowing them, and then just a team just floating around doing whatever they can whenever they can.
And you guys have got like some special ones in store for the 50 years. Can you are they secrets?
Well, this week we've got the frontman Matt from Talk Heavy, which is a really cool local band that's been around for a while. They recently opened for the Smith Street Band when they were last here in Brisbane, but they're like a indie rock band. So excited to have Matt in. We've had Sacred Hearts, which were an amazing.
We love Sacred Hearts on the show.
I love Sacred Hearts.
And they were dressed up so amazingly as well. They were too ready for the visual for the audio format.
They were. June and Josie are just the coolest people, the most lovely people, and the most fashionable people.
Yes,
love it. A very fashionable band. But yeah, we've got some other exciting bands booked for later in the year. A lot of older local bands that we're trying to get back together to take the stage again for to celebrate the 50th.
Celebrate 50 years. Yeah, because of course 4ZZZ has been, so much a part of the local music scene and has been such a part of promoting local bands over the last 50 years. So many, acts I think, have a real sense of belonging to 4ZZZ. So I'm not surprised that there are people coming back.
Yeah. It's so exciting. So we've been a bit ambitious with who we've been reaching out to, but a lot of them have been coming back with open arms. It's really lovely to see that kind of loyalty to the station, even like 50 years on, which is cool.
Of course. And is there any of the ZED50 celebrations that you're excited for? Are you going to?
I think a lot of I'm really excited to go check out the Marquee Day. The Market Day? No, Market Day. Because from what I've heard from people who were around in its prime, it was like the event of the summer kind of thing.
It was a huge thing for the early years of the station.
Yeah.
It's part of history.
And also Beer Stock, because obviously both Jodie and... Oh, no, Jodie's not playing that one. But Tegan's playing that one, so I love being Jane Lane before I even started on The Hangover was one of my favourite local bands. Yep. And I don't actually think I've ever seen them live. What? I've never been able to. So definitely going to try and make it to that one on August 30th.
They are such an amazing band live. You're going to love them.
And you've interviewed them as well, haven't you, Sisi?
Yes, I have.
I love your little series.
Thank you. Let's hear... Tell us about the song that you picked.
Well, I've been listening to a lot of the Cardigans lately. I love the Cardigans. You may know them from Love Fool. But Nina Persons, I think that's her last name, she's the front woman. I've listened to her solo stuff. I just think they're a really underrated 90s kind of pop band because it's always overshadowed by Love Fool. But definitely check that out. They're just such a fun band to listen to. So here's my favourite game.
think that the Eka tickets cost about $40. You know what else costs about $40? A concession subscription to 4ZZZ, and that lasts all year. So
that is great value.
Very great value. We've had a few wonderful Femme presenters on the show today, and we are so grateful to have chatted with them all. We have one more interview. This was an interview with the wonderful Cass from Goo, and mind the audio quality. It was recorded at That Sound Over the Fence on Saturday, the first of very many 4ZZZ 50th celebrations. So let's hear it. We're here at That Sound Over the Fence. It is a Saturday afternoon, and I am with the wonderful Cassidy Burke from Goo. Unfortunately, she can't make it into the studio on Monday when you're listening, but she cannot be left out of the wonderful Femme presenters of 4ZZZ. Cass, can you tell us about how you were introduced to 4ZZZ?
Yeah, I feel like 4ZZZ has been such an integral part of the community and my life as a whole. I think I was very blessed and lucky to have parents that grew up listening to very alternative music and supporting 4ZZZ. There used to be a 4ZZZ kids program that we used to put on a Sunday morning when I was, so little, and Dad would take me to the punk shows, and it was just everywhere, in the car, at home, and I think now it feels very full circle to be able to announce on such an incredible community and culture building platform. So yeah, I don't know, I think I just kind of fell into it. I was always interested in music, always loved music so much, and did a bit of music journalism and was like, you know what, I feel like I want to, volunteer at 4ZZZ, and it kind of just snowballed from there.
Yeah. And Cass has been a presenter for coming on 2 years now or more?
Yeah, I've been announcing for 2 years, but I have been volunteering at the station for 2.5. So 3 years next year, which is really exciting.
Yes, so Goo on a Wednesday afternoon, 3 to 6. Cass, can you tell us what you love about 4ZZZ, this radiothon?
It's been 50 years of culture and community building, but I just love how it gives local musicians such an incredible platform and kind of springboards their artistry and kind of, their audience in such a magical way. And I love not just the music here, but the cross-cultural kind of socio-political commentary that we have here at 4ZZZ. We started off with real roots in advocacy and continue to be building this countercultural movement, which I love about MegaHerzzz, our flagship feminist program in Queensland, which is incredible.
Thank you. So what is your femme-fronted, local, Meanjin-based band that you would like to platform?
I'm going to keep it very local, keep it very new. People Mover just released their new single, Cane Trash, alongside an album, and I've really, really liked People Mover for so long. I think they're just quintessential Brisbane indie rock, and, can't go without them. So I'm really excited to be able to play it on MegaHerzzz for you.
Yay! Thank you so much for joining us, Cass. Make sure to tune into her show, this Radiothon, 3 to 6 p.m. on a Wednesday afternoon. Thanks, Cass.
Thank you.
That was the Vovos with what? I think.
No, I think there was People Mover.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, that was Cane Trash by People Mover. Can you tell that we're getting to the end of the episode?
Sure, but that's okay, because the Vovos are also awesome.
And we've already played them.
We did play them at the start of the show because they're awesome.
Cane Trash by People Mover. We would like to say a big thank you to Natalie, Jeff, Kathleen, Kaisi, and Russell, and also Sarah.
Yes, I did subscribe while I was here in between songs. I decided to subscribe, as I do every year here, because we talk about that warm inner glow that you get from that light flashing. So in the studio, in both of the studios here, there's a light on the wall, and it lights up and it flashes and gives us that warm inner glow, so that can be shared throughout the studio and throughout the airwaves. And here at MegaHerzzz, there's no shame in flashing your your own light. We could do
Flashing in general.
You could do that on MegaHerzzz because we support that. And, give yourself that warm inner glow.
Yes.
And so, I choose to be a passionate subscriber. And not going to lie, the reason that I'm a passionate subscriber rather than a full subscriber is because I like to collect the T-shirts every year. And this year's T-shirt is super awesome, actually. It's a black T-shirt and it has this vibrant, like, day glow yellow and orange on it. And it's got a bit of an 80s vaporwave theme to it, I reckon, with the text, and very text heavy. But a little bit matrixy, a little bit
50
pixely.
years in your ears is all over it.
50 years in your ears and 50 years of T-shirts. Gee, that would be great to see. Well, 50 years of 4ZZZ T-shirts. You can get many of them by coming into reception.
Yes.
And you can actually pick up some merchandise at reception when you pick up your subscriber pack. And that helps the station as well. So really important. This is Radiothon. This is where we get a lot of our subscribers for the year. It is 50 years of 4ZZZ. So I reckon there's probably a lot of people who are listening in that may have been previous subscribers and maybe let that lapse. So now is a great time to renew your subscription.
I reckon there's a lot of things being read out on air if you're listening in regularly. But this one I've just looked at now is the Tangalooma Island Resort. You and 3 friends win the ultimate bucket list day trip to Tangalooma Sea and Sky package. That sounds awesome. Yeah. Snorkeling, desert safari, sandboarding, whale watching. That sounds amazing.
What's the sky part of it?
I don't know.
Sky? Sea and Sky.
Sea to Sky.
You have to win it. You have to win it and find out and come back to MegaHerzzz and report on what it was like.
And, just so everybody knows, it costs more than $85 an hour to keep 4ZZZ on air. And at the moment, only about 2% of people who listen to Zed each month are subscribers. So if you've been a long-time listener or a short-time listener and you have $40 to spare or $80 to spare, that's just a few beers.
$180 plus another $60 and you get the T-shirt and the tote bag.
Yes, exactly.
For a passionate subscriber, which is a bargain.
Tax return season, so you could do a super sub, or if you're short on money, pets are $25.
$25.
My dog Snazzy, he's a subscriber pet, and he has more inner glow than any other pet I know. I might be biased. But you've been tuned in to MegaHerzzz on 4ZZZ. We have had so much fun this Radiothon, and thank you to everybody who's subscribed.
And thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being part of this, and thank you to all of the awesome Femme presenters that are here on 4ZZZ. And amazing that there are MegaHerzzz is the feminist show and the longest running feminist show in Australia, but it's not the only femme-led and feminist show on 4ZZZ. There are so many great femme-led shows here on MegaHerzzz, on 4ZZZ throughout the week. So tune in to all of those great shows. We've had some of the announcers from those shows today, and thank you all for coming in.
Yay! Thank you so much. You're on MegaHerzzz.
Isn't that what feminism is about?